Okay, this is my town, Eminence, Missouri. It's in south central Missouri. There's a population of a whole 600 people, a lot more in the summertime, which is when this was taken. But in the wintertime, everything closes down at 7 or 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock usually. The town is barren in the wintertime, just us locals. We've got a lumber yard, 2 or 3 restaurants, the courthouse, because this is the county seat of Shannon County. On this day, they were having a Mayfest, I think it was, with an antique car show, and all of this was about over when we went through there. We've got 2 banks, 1 grocery store, a post office, a funeral home, a florist, and that's about it. Okay, now I'm just going to show you a couple of things that this area is famous for. Okay, first of all, in the state of Missouri, there are 20 springs located in and around Missouri. And in Shannon County, and in close proximity to Shannon County, we have 8 of the 20 listed as largest, being number 1 is Big Springs, which is in an adjoining county. This is Big Springs in this video here. It's the largest spring in Missouri, one of the largest in the world, with a daily discharge of 276 million gallons on average a day. Okay, this is Greer Springs. It is the second largest spring in Missouri. Its average daily flow is 222 million gallons a day. It runs into the 11-Point River, which is in the next county. The spring run drops 62 feet in an elevation for 1.25 miles, where it runs into the 11-Point National Scenic Riverways. Number 6 is Welch Spring. It puts out 105 million gallons per day. It was homesteaded in 1855 by Thomas Welch, whose family ran a grist mill at the site until 50 years after the Civil War. The spring and 40 acres were sold in 1913 to a Dr. Christian Deal of Roxana, Illinois, who spent the next 30 years alternately practicing medicine in Illinois during the winter and building and promoting a sanitarium and rest camp for asthma sufferers at the spring, trying to take advantage of the supposedly medicinal cave air. Number 7 is Alley Springs. Alley Springs is the 7th largest spring in Missouri with a discharge of 81 million gallons per day. First occupied by the Delaware Indians, who moved away after the spring dried up. Coincidentally, it happened around 1811, 1812 when the New Madrid Fault and the big earthquake happened here. The spring was settled then by a succession of owners. Eventually, it opened up with a town and everything around it as a resort for city dwellers. The mill closed in 1918, but then was reopened and sold to the Park Service in 1971. Okay, this is Blue Spring, and it is the 9th largest spring in Missouri, with a discharge of 90 million gallons per day. Blue Spring has been mapped to a depth of about 300 feet, the deepest spring that the public can walk up to in the state. The steep angle of passage descent results in the royal blue to indigo color of the spring, and it really is that color. It's absolutely beautiful. Passage underwater falls on a nearly 45-degree slope to the deepest point, then rises to 200 feet before heading downward again. The extreme depths make this spring difficult to penetrate. Okay, as you can tell, water is a big business and we got lots of it here. Everybody comes from all over the country, all over the world to fish, swim, float, canoe, tube. It's a big business in this town. Our rivers are very cold. The average temperature is 51 in the summertime and 45, 35, something around there in the wintertime. I kid you not. This is a cold, cold river. Be 100 degrees outside, you're going to cool off in this river. That's for sure. The other thing we have going on in this town every single month in the summertime is cross-country trail rides. This is the cross-country trail ride. It's the largest trail ride in the country. People come from all over the world, all over the country to ride their horses, get 3 meals a day, chuck wagons, music, the whole 9 yards. On the home front, we have deer season in the fall. It's a vacation. The kids get out of school. Everybody goes to deer camp. The kids won't be in school, so they don't have it because they're in deer camp. Then the other holiday we have is gigging season in the wintertime. They gig for hog suckers. They have a generator and a light on the front of the boat. They go up and down the river and gig hog suckers. Have a big fish fry on the bank. It's lots of fun. Okay, and some famous people that's lived here in town is the bass player for the Dillards on Andy Griffith. That's Mitch Jane. He lived in town. And this is Tom Akers, so like a third or fourth cousin. He did like 5 space missions. And he's a teacher and all that other stuff. So that's my town. That's my area. That's where I live. If you ever find yourself wanting to get away and get away from the city, because this is not city life. I look out the window, I see trees on every window. I'm living out in the middle of the woods. If you ever find yourself down here in the middle of the woods, give me a call, look me up. We'll go have coffee or something. And until then, be nice. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, John, for posting it. Bye.